welcome. This is Srividya Veeraraghavan. Hope you're all doing good and safe. Today I am very happy to share to you a story from the Jataka tales. The story of the Lotus Stalks, which speaks about the essence of patience, forgiveness, and most importantly, to pray for everyone and everything in this world. Come, let's listen to this beautiful story. Long time ago, there lived a man whose life was filled with abundance and prosperity. And then one fine day, he decided to quit his usual normal life and get into the life of a saint. And there he went into the deep jungle to meditate. As he started off his journey, he had 6 brothers and sisters. Now they also wanted to come along with him. Though he could not say no to them, he just simply said, okay, but there in the jungle I will be spending my entire time in silence, in meditation. If you have to come, you can, but I would not speak to you. We will all have to be in silence and we will have to lead a very basic simple life. Also, only on the 5th day of the week that I would come out and then we will discuss. But that will be only about the learnings. Agreeing to this, the 6 brothers and sisters also followed him and there into the deep jungle. The jungle with tall trees, the mesmerizing music of those many birds, and the leaves falling down with all the dry yellow leaves around. As they walked barefoot, there were smooth pebbles, there were thorns, there were stones, and there were many insects. Crossing all that they went, and they found a blue lake. Now that blue lake had water which was so calm and soothing. The shore was filled with green, smooth grass, surrounded by only tall, calm trees. And here, the man, now the Bodhisattva, decided to halt. He started building a hut, and so the brothers and sisters, they also had their separate huts built. Every day they would get into and they would just do meditation and be in silence because silence gives us the power of knowledge. The silence is so very powerful. And there they went. On every 5th day, of course, the Bodhisattva would come out and he would give the disclosures of the various learnings that he has got. Thus, the life continued the way. Now, for the meal. Now, the 6 brothers and sisters were actually followed by another servant. Now, she also had come to serve them. The primarily only work that she was supposed to do was to bring them the food. And food, no cooked food. The blue lake was filled with lotuses. She just had to pick up the lotus, break the stalks, and with a single stalk, she would break it into 8 parts. And the same lotus, she would take up the petals. On every petal, she will keep 1 lotus stalk and go and place it in front of the huts of every brother and sisters and the Bodhisattva. Come back to her place, pick up a small lotus stalk which she has, and she would just beat up. And this very sound, the mild sound, was an indication that the meal was ready. Afternoon time, they would come out, take up the stalk, and go inside and continue their meditative state. Now, this was a routine, it was a ritual, and this continued for many months, maybe years. Now, as they were into this meditative state, in the silence and the disclosures, the lot of transformation was already started. Now, Sakha, the god, was watching from above like, oh, okay, now it's time to test the Bodhisattva. So what he did, one day when the servant went and kept the lotus petal in front of the Bodhisattva's hut, silently, without anybody's notice, the Sakha went and stole the stalk of the Bodhisattva. Not knowing that Bodhisattva is not getting the stalk, every other brother had sisters, they had eaten their stalks and they were living. And the fifth day, the Bodhisattva comes out, but seems a bit weak because he's not eaten for all these days. The next week, the week after, continues, and the weakness of the Bodhisattva, though mentally he may be like really enlightened, but physically, bit of food was needed, which he had not got. Neither had he complained, neither had he told anybody, but it showed in his physical body. And that eventually affected the voice. One disclosure time when he started off, his voice was very, very feeble, very weak. His hands were bit shivering. Now this was a strong indication, and sooner the brothers and sisters of the servant, they understood that the stalk that was kept in front of his hut was actually stolen. He never got to eat. Now what to do? They realized it, and they all immediately closed their eyes. It was a thief who stole the stalk, right? But when they closed their eyes, what to expect? They actually started praying. They started praying for the well-being of the thief. Yes, you heard it right. They started praying for the well-being of the thief who has taken this. Of course, realizing that the deed was wrong, forgive. Let him be happy. Let him be good. And the prayer was such that the very disclosure was heard by a monkey and the elephant as well. Now, they were very regular to these disclosures. When, after listening to many, many disclosures, even the monkey and the elephant also caught the mentality of praying for others. Not getting angry, not getting agitated, not reacting for it. Instead, silently praying for the good for everybody and anybody. Now, when the whole entire group was praying, you can imagine how effective the prayer would be. And there the prayer went to the thief, the Sakha, who was looking from above. His face was so down. His heart was filled with guilt. And there he came down straight in front of the Bodhisattva and he fell onto his feet and said, "I am sorry, please forgive me." The Bodhisattva simply smiled and blessed the Sakha. The story of the lotus stalks. Hope you like the story and also the essence of the story. If you like it, I'm sure you'll be sharing it to many, many others. And yes, to support, you can like this video or you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you for listening. Many more on the way. Thank you.